was very upset due to me finding out that he was cheating on me, and I was in my feelings, and I did not tell the truth. Excuse me?
Why would that ring footage show him throwing a drink at you and hitting you if he didn't do nothing?
I lied.
Good morning. Mr. Vaughn, would you introduce yourself? Tell us your name and DOC number, please.
Good morning. My name is David Vaughn, 423-869.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Vaughn. And you are represented by counsel this morning. Mr. Baca, would you introduce yourself, please?
That is correct. Julio Baca here on behalf of Mr. David Vaughn.
Okay, thank you. We also have Ms. Toya Andrews, your girlfriend, who wants to speak on your behalf. We'll call on her at the appropriate time. We're here this morning, Mr. Vaughn, for a revocation decision. I'm going to read the allegation against you, after which you'll enter a plea of guilty or not guilty. We'll have a conversation about it. We'll hear from Ms. Andrews, and then we'll turn it over to Mr. Baca for his presentation. Okay, you ready?
Ma'am.
All right, Mr. Vaughn, you're accused of violating the conditions of your parole. First is condition number 4. The violation states you were arrested on September 21st, 2023 by the Louisiana State Police under NOPD item numbers F31342-22 and I12419-23 for simple robbery, simple criminal damage to property, and domestic abuse aggravated assault. How do you plead to violating condition number 4?
Not guilty.
All right. And then we have condition number 5, which is basically the same. It reads, you were arrested under NOPD item F313422, 2-22 on September 21st, 23 for simple robbery of a firearm and domestic abuse aggravated assault with a firearm. How do you plead to violating condition number 5?
Not guilty.
And lastly, condition number 10, you have an arrearage of $1,306 in your supervision fees. How do you plead, sir?
Guilty.
Okay. Would you answer Mrs. Wise's questions, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
You're good. You pled not guilty, and I recognize that the charges were dismissed by the DA's office. But tell us, what did you do to be in jail?
I didn't do nothing, ma'am.
There was no argument between you and your girlfriend of 8 months?
No, ma'am.
The ring camera did see, and you admitted in the preliminary hearing that she pulled a gun on you and that you did grab the gun.
No, ma'am. I never grabbed no firearm.
So nothing happened?
We had an argument, but I never have touched the firearm.
And you never grabbed a drink on her? You didn't do nothing?
No, ma'am.
Oh, I just want to make sure that was your statement. But prior to this incident, there was another domestic violence incident 15 months earlier, right?
15 months earlier.
Yeah. Was it the same girlfriend or a different girlfriend?
I don't understand what you're talking about, ma'am.
There wasn't another domestic violence where you were arrested and the charge got dismissed?
No, ma'am.
Oh, okay. All right. I must have misread that. Okay.
I've never had a domestic charge, never.
This is the first one.
This is my first time ever having a domestic allegation.
Oh, okay. All righty. All right, then that's all I have for you. Thank you.
All right. Ms. Andrews, could we hear from you? What's your statement, ma'am? What would you like us to know?
Yes, ma'am. I just want to say that with both of the reports that I made against Mr. Vaughn, I was very upset due to me finding out that he was cheating on me, and I was in my feelings, and I did not tell the truth.
Okay,
Why would the ring footage show you getting a drink thrown at you and punched if he didn't do nothing?
Excuse me?
Why would that ring footage show him throwing a drink at you and hitting you if he didn't do nothing?
I lied.
You can't lie about ring footage.
Which footage do you have?
I don't know, what footage do I have?
That's what I'm asking you.
No further question.
all right, thank you. All right, Mr. Baca, we'd like to hear what you'd like to tell us.
Yes, again, good morning. Julio Baca, on behalf of Mr. David Vaughn. These charges, there were some incidents that occurred, and police and was arrested eventually. However, the New Orleans District Attorney Office obviously found a lack of evidence that they just refused all the charges, the violation of Condition 4 and the violation of Condition 5. Ms. Toya Andrews just testified, basically stating that she lied. Also, in the police report, she did state that she shot at Mr. Vaughn, and Mr. Vaughn left the scene and did not want to be shot at. So that does, her testimony in the police report and also here that she lied, hopefully is enough that the parole board would not violate him, especially with the charges not, there was no conviction. There was an arrest, but there was no conviction, and they were all refused. That's all we have for Mr. David.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Baca. Mr. Vaughn, is there anything you'd like to say before we vote?
No, ma'am.
All right, I think we're prepared to vote. Mrs. Wise?
Mr. Vaughn, based on the evidence presented, by the Division of Probation and Parole, I find you guilty of the allegations. I find probable cause to believe that you did violate condition number 4 and condition number 5. Based on the evidence that's been submitted by the department. So my vote is to revoke your supervision.
Mr. Freeman?
I concur with Ms. Wise.
I do also agree with my colleagues. My vote today also is to revoke based on the evidence that was presented to us by the Division of Probation and Parole. So, Mr. Vaughn, today your parole's being revoked. Good luck to you, sir. That concludes our business, I believe, at the Orleans Justice Center. We're going to sign off at 10:39 a.m.
Thank you.